Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman with the Strat-O-Matic Sports Network. I had a poor night's sleep last night, and I'm sorry about going back and forth rescheduling this ball game, but I figured let me go ahead. Let me have some coffee, and let me go ahead and play this ball game. It's going to be the Chicago Cubs at the Phillies, second of a two-game series. Selma for Chicago, Jeff James getting a rare start for the Phillies. And I'll have the lineups in just a few minutes after I have my first cup of coffee. Thank you. Good morning, Kathy. How are you? I'm doing okay. I just mentioned on the top of the broadcast, I had a rough night's sleep. Just one of those things where you're up and down all night. And I felt like I wasn't sure I could make this. I switched the times a couple times. But I'm hanging in there. We got another day. It's a Tuesday. I hope you're well. I'll have the lineups, everybody, in about 3 minutes. Just enjoying my first cup of coffee. Folks, our next game will be the Yankees at the Senators, second of a two-game series, and that will complete our all our games for September 11 in our 1969 replay. Then we'll move on to September 12th, and looking ahead, some of the highlight games. The Mets have a doubleheader in Pittsburgh, and the Cubs will be at St. Louis. Houston will be in Atlanta. I'm just going over the National League top games because those are the races still, and the Reds are at the Giants. I put the option for timestamps in the live text. Can you see that, Kathy? The timestamp, in other words, next to your live text, can you see the time listed there? Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Whew, after a terrible night's sleep. In other words, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a timestamp right there. You see next to your most recent text, 8:52 a.m. Can you see that? Or is that just an option, an individual option? Thanks a lot. Let's go through our opening lineups for the Cubs. Don Kessinger leading off at short, Glenn Beckert at second, Billy Williams in left, Santo at third, Banks at first, Hickman in right, Randy Hundley catching, Oscar Gamble in center field, and Dick Selma, the pitcher. He's 1-8. For the Phillies, it's Tony Taylor at second, John Briggs in left, Dick Allen at first, Johnny Callison in right, Darren Johnson at third, Larry Heisel in center, Mike Ryan catching, Don Money at short, and Jeff James, the pitcher, spot starter. He has not won any games on the season. He won 2 in real world. He has a very juicy 5.40 ERA. And in 4 minutes, we'll start this ball game on the top of the hour. Appreciate you all being here. Oh, that is good coffee. Wow. YouTube, Jeffrey Guterman. Oh, that's good coffee. Wow. Oh, okay. Anytime, Kathy, anytime. You just give us a heads up on when you're going to do the questions. They can be every inning, every other inning. You give us, you tell us next question. You have an open invitation. I'm always open for it. And I'm always, I always look forward to it. If you want to do a warm-up, would love it. Would love a warm-up. Oh. Here's a warm-up coming up, everybody. Haven't had some trivia in a long time. And then you give us a heads up when they're coming, please. Who was the 1972 AL batting champ without a home run? Bill Lively almost came in there. I think Bill deserves credit too. Let's spread it around. All right, and let's, Bill also. Great response, Bill. I know you knew it. And the Phillies take the field. Jeff James is on the mound. That was a nice warm-up question from Kathy Harden. She gives us lots of trivia related to baseball history and culture as Jeff James takes his warm-ups, and here's Don Kessinger to lead it off. Okay, James is ready. Here's the pitch to Kessinger. That's 6-11. Switch hitter batting left, grounds it back to James X. James is a 4-0. He didn't pitch enough to make an error, if you will. That'll be 3-4. Looks like it's going to go through for a base hit. Let's see if it's a rare play. No. So Kessinger with the leadoff single. Next question will be the top of the second. Awesome. Right after this inning, folks. Kessinger on first to lead it off. And here's Beckert now. Cubs tied with the Mets for third place. Behind the Pirates, 10 games out. Time is running out for these clubs. In fact, the Cubs only have 18 games left, 17 after this one. 144. Okay, here's Beckert now. Beckert lays it down for a bunt. He is a B, he'll become a C, and that'll be a 7C. And it's good, it's hit to first base. And Dick Allen takes it to the bag, and Kessinger advances to second base. So Kessinger in scoring position with one out. Here's Billy Williams. Left-handed hitter. Here's James now. Whoa! Get a handle. There's the pitch to Williams, 4-5 left-handed. Fly ball left. Briggs is under it. He makes the catch. It's 2 away. For Santo in a clutch situation. Santo, a good clutch hitter. Pitch from James. 210 right-handed, walked him. First and second now with 2 outs. And Ernie Banks comes up, clutch situation. Ernie also a good clutch hitter. From the stretch, James. That's 6-9, right-handed, grounds to short X for money. 327. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, 1 hit, a walk, and 2 left for the Cubs in the top of the first. Chicago nothing, and Philly coming to bat. Here's Dick Selma now. He's won 8 on the season. And Tony Taylor will lead it off. Two 6 right-handed. There's a base hit for Taylor. So both leadoff hitters, single. Taylor is a B. He's not being held. 1-10 with Hundley. And Johnny Briggs is the batter. That's a 6-8 left-handed, and that is a base hit for Briggs. Taylor rounds second, goes to third. First and third with nobody out here, bottom of the first. Phillies won the first of this 2-game series on a complete game win by Rick Wise. Here's Dick Allen, first and third, nobody out. The infield is back. That's 2-4 right-handed. Fly ball left, that's going to be deep enough for Taylor. And he makes the catch, and Taylor tags. I don't play the question mark. I should, though, shouldn't I? I don't know what my resistance to that is. They're all I think they're all question marks. You look at the B's, they're all question marks. You don't have any B's without question marks. So what is that all about? Maybe I should start playing it. After this, I'll start playing it. I'll go read the rule again. It's 1 out with Briggs on first. And Johnny Callison is the batter. Next one, I'll look it up. I think I know it. It's just the arm and the running rating. Here's Callison. The pitch from Selma, 6-3 left-handed, fly ball left X for Williams. He's a 312. Oh, that's a reroll. Oh, Lord. 7-3, it's an F1. 6-12-18. And he is a 12 out there. And oh, it's a 3-base error. Wow. It's an F1 E3. 3-base error, and Briggs scores. Look at that. Look at that again. It was a 6-12-18 with Williams at 12. And there it is, E3. A 3-base error by Billy Williams. most likely be unearned. I'm pretty sure that's unearned. Here's Darren Johnson now. 2-0 Phillies. Oh. Oh. There it is. Okay, here's Selma. The pitch to Johnson. That's going to be 3-4 right-handed. Walked him. So it's first and third. Still only one out. And Larry Heisel back in the lineup. He's been hurt lately. Get ready for our trivia question after this half inning, after this inning. I handicap myself. I read it aloud, and only then do I type in an answer, and then I reach over. It's not easy, and type it in. So Selma in trouble here. First on third, one out. Infield back for Heisel, back in the lineup. Here's Selma. And that's a 2-5 right-handed base hit. Lord. Callison scores. Johnson goes to third. And it's 3-0. Selma getting hit here along with the 3-base error by Billy Williams. A tough inning here for the Cubs. 3 runs for the Phils. Here's Mike Ryan now. Still only one out. First and third. Pitch to Ryan. That's 4-2 right-handed. Grounds it to third. Santo to Beckert. To Banks, and it's a double play. So the side is finally out. But 3 runs on 3 hits, a 3-base error, a sacrifice fly, a walk, and 1 left on after 1. It's a 3-0 ball game. Wait for it now. Norwegian Wood was the first Western rock track to feature what instrument that takes 3 lifetimes to master? Bill Ivney also. Great question. Super question, Kathy. And what a progression. Rubber Soul was probably the greatest single incremental progression in the Beatles music. All right, we got me and Bill. We both got it. Sitar. And what a song that is. And we're looking forward to the next question from Kathy Harden. We're going to head to the top of the second here.
And as always, all of our music is free to use, also for commercial work.
It's 3-0 Phillies after quite an inning there in the first. Brian Jones also on Painted Black, really? And when did Painted Black come out? Was that after or before Norwegian Wood? Well, Selma on the mound. I'm so sorry. Jeff James on the mound. Facing Jim Hickman now to lead it off. After, okay. Beatles also had sitar music on George Harrison's, so I believe from Revolver. I believe that what's it called? Love to You. You know that song on Revolver? I think that had a sitar on it. Okay, here's James now facing Hickman, top of the second. And the pitch, 5-7 right-handed, struck him out. Now Randy Hundley. Of course, Within You, Without You on Sgt. Pepper. Okay, James facing Hundley. That's 6-4 right-handed, fly ball center X. That'll be for Heisel, 310. Whoa, there's an error by Heisel. And Hundley is on. So the outfielders, first Williams with a 3-base error, now Heisel. Do it again? Okay. I didn't know there was a sitar and do it again. Wow. Well, look at that. That was a 6-12-16. Heisel a 10. Wait a minute. Yeah, there it is. 1-base error. We have our next question coming right after this inning, folks. So stand by for that. It's Hundley on first, 1 down. Here's Oscar Gamble. Here's James now. Good thing about the questions, Kathy, is it engages people. Here's the pitch. That's 3-5 right-handed, and Gamble gets a base hit. Hundley goes to third and holds. First and third, 1 down for Dick Selma. He's a 2 WR. Infield back. That's 2-9, struck him out. Second strikeout by James. And Kessinger in a clutch situation. He's a good clutch hitter. Here's James now. 5-8, switch hitter batting left, grounds to second, X for Taylor. Taylor, a 318. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, an error, and both left on. Middle of the second, it's 3-0 Phils. Selma on the mound. He'll face Don Money to start it off. It'll be Money, James, and Taylor. Here's Selma. That's 5-9, right-handed, struck him out. First strikeout for Dick Selma. 1 away, and here's Jeff James, the pitcher. That's 3-6, grounder to short for Kessinger. He throws it to Banks, 2 away. And top of the order, Tony Taylor singled and scored in the first. Oh, that's 2-6 right-handed, and that's going to be a base hit for Taylor, a 2-out single, his second hit of the ball game. Taylor not being held 1-10 with Hundley. Now Johnny Briggs. "5-2 left-handed, walked him." It's first and second with 2 outs, and Dick Allen in a clutch situation. Oh. Selma gets the sign from Hundley. And the pitch. 2-11 right-handed, fly ball center. Under it is Gamble. He makes the catch. And the side is retired. It's no runs, 1 hit, a walk, both left. We've gone 2. 3-0 Phils. Wait for it now. Wait for the question. Who tossed the no-hitter against the Giants in September 1986 to clinch the National League West for the Stros? God, I have no idea. I'm going to just take a wild guess. Oh, Bill's probably got it. I imagine Ryan wasn't even on the frickin' team then. Brandon Baker guesses Nolan. Bill got it. Yeah, I figured Bill got that because, why would he put Mike Scott if it wasn't true? And good question again. Great question. Congrats to Bill on that piece of trivia. We're going to head to the top of the third. It's 3-0 Phillies. In this, the second game of a 2-game series. Phils took the first on a complete game win by Wise. And here's Jeff James now for his third inning. He's had runners in scoring position both innings. Here's Beckert now. See if James can settle down, but he's managed to allow no runs. Beckert had a sacrifice bunt in the first. Pitch from James, 5-7, right-handed, struck him out. That's the third strikeout for Jeff James. James only pitched 2 years in Major League Baseball. I looked it up. He died of lung cancer. Here's Billy Williams, flew to left in the first. James into his windup. Pitch to Williams. That is a 4-2 left-handed, grounds to first X. That'll be for Dick Allen. He is a 422. 422, 19-4. G1, 367. Oh, and he boots it. It's a G1, E1. Lord, the third error of the ball game. This one by Dick Allen. That'll put Williams on. Phillies have 2 errors. Cubs with 1. Here's Santo now with Williams on first and 1 down. James from the stretch. That's 6-9 right-handed. Grounds it to short X. Money. 327. That's a base hit. 6, 10, 13. That is a single, an S1. That should send Williams to second. And it does. First and second with one out. Here's Banks. Next question, top of the fifth. Here's Banks now, 0 for 1. First and second, one down. From the stretch, James. That's 1-5 right-handed. And that is a liner to third, caught by Johnson, Darren Johnson, for the second out. Now Jim Hickman in a clutch situation. The pitch from James. That's 3-5 right-handed, and that's a liner to second, caught by Taylor, and the side is retired. No runs, one hit, the error, 2 left on. Middle of the third, still 3-0 Phils. Let's get some fresh coffee here. Dick Selma on the mound now. Callison to lead it off. Okay, Selma is ready. Callison reached on the 3-base error in the first. That brought in 2 runs. Here's the pitch. 3-8 right-handed, pops it up to second. Beckert makes the catch, 1 away. Now DJ Johnson. Oh! Spilled a little of that coffee. I'm okay. Be careful. It's hot. Okay, Selma gets the sign from Hundley. The pitch to DJ. 5-8 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the second for Dick Selma. And now Larry Heisel, who had the single, knocked in a run in the first. 1-4 right-handed. Ballpark. That's a 9 right-handed in Philly. No, that's a liner to short, and it's caught by Kessinger. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Dick Selma. And we've gone 3. It's a 3-0 ball game. Here's Randy Hundley to lead it off for the Cubs. Hundley reached on the error by Heisel in the second inning, was left on base. Here's James now. That's 3-8 right-handed. Hit well by Hundley. It's going deep to over the left field fence. It's gone. Randy Hundley leads off the top of the fourth with a home run. And that'll make it a 3-1 ball game. That was right off of his own card. Look at it again. 3-8 right-handed. 1-8, it's gone. It was a 3 on the 20 die. For Hundley, that's home run number 14. He had 18. Wow, in real world. I didn't realize he had 18 home runs in 1969. So it's a 3-1 ball game. And here's Oscar Gamble. Gamble singled in the second, left on. James into the windup, and the pitch to Gamble. 2-5 right-handed, struck him out. And that's the fourth strikeout for Jeff James. Now Dick Selma. 3-1 Phillies here. After the home run by Hundley to lead off this top of the fourth. Here's James now. That's 1-5, struck him out. Number 5 for James. 2 down, and Don Kessinger is the batter. Kessinger 1 for 2. Here's the windup by James. And the pitch. Ooh, 5-4, switch hitter batting left. That's a ballpark blast. But Kessinger has W power. It's an 11 left-hander. And that will be a long fly ball to right field. Caught by Callison at the warning track. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh, I'm so sorry. 1-11. Left-handed is correct. It was 1-9, but it would have been a single anyway. The side is retired. There was one run on the leadoff home run by Hundley, his 14th of the year. We're in the middle of the fourth. It's now 3-1 Phils. Selma trying to keep the Cubs in this ball game. Here's Mike Ryan to lead it off. Three 7 right-handed, struck him out. That's the third for Selma. Now Don Money. Six 7 right-handed, grounds to second X. That'll be for Beckert. 230. And he boots it. Beckert with the error. Oh boy, that's the fourth error of the ball game. Each club now has committed 2 errors. It's Money on first with 1 out, and Jeff James the batter. Here's Selma. 3-7, grounds to second. Beckert steps on the bag, throws it to first for the double play. No one being held. And the side is retired. It's no runs, no hits, the error, and none left after the double play. After 4, it's 3-1 Phillies. Wait for it now. In 1974, daylight savings time started in January and speed limit lowered to 55 in response to what world situation? I meant OPEC. OPEC. Embargo. I think we'll both get it. And you want to know something? When we both get it, me and Bill again, Kathy, and everybody else, highway deaths went down, and they went up when they raised it. And I don't know if that still holds true, but it sure suggests what's the rush? Okay, great question. Great question. And thank you, Kathy Harden. We moved to the top of the fifth. Jeff James, he allowed his first run in the fourth. It was a home run to Hundley. Glenn Beckert will lead it off. Sacrifice bunt and a rare strikeout. He doesn't strike out much. Odd even days to get gas. I remember that, Kathy. I remember the lines. I remember that. Here's James now. The pitch to Beckert. That's 1-6 right-handed. And that's a base hit by Glenn Beckert to lead it off. That'll bring Williams up, the tying run. It's 3-1 Phils. And just to think, Kathy, it's 50 years, 50 years since then. I feel like life has just passed by, Unbelievable. And in some ways, it's such a different world today. Okay, James, we'll work from the stretch. You had no lines back then? Bill? Oh, you're in Canada. Whereabouts, Bill? Williams steps in. James from the stretch with Beckert on first, no outs. Here's James. Pitch to Williams, 5-7 left-handed, and that is a ground ball to first. Dick Allen throws to second to get Beckert on the force. It's 1 out, and now Williams is on first. Kingston, Ontario. Okay. Awesome. You originally from Canada, Bill? Born and raised? Okay, but you like baseball. You do have baseball. You got 2 frickin' teams. Here's Ron Santo. Williams on first, 1 down. Oh, you're an Oriole fan. Okay. Here's the pitch to Santo. That's 6-8, right-handed. Walked him. That's the second walk by Jeff James. First and second 1 out. Here's Ernie Banks. Oh, shit. Next question, top of the 6th, after this inning, folks. It's first and second 1 out. Ernie Banks at the plate. He's the go-ahead run. Here's James. That's 6-7, right-handed, base hit up the middle. This might score Williams. Williams rounding third, 1-14. Heisel 1-13. Whoa, that's a tough call. With Hickman coming up and 1 out, we're going to send him home. Here's the throw for, let's be daring. Here's the throw from Heisel. And he's out. A beautiful throw by Larry Heisel. The runners will advance, though. A beautiful throw by Heisel. And that's 2 outs, second and third. But Hickman in a clutch situation. Okay, James. And the pitch to Hickman. 5'10", right-handed catcher X. Well, maybe this will be a pass ball. Ryan is a 2-3. Whoa, 1-2. Could be a wild pitch. 5'9", 12, but he is an E3. It is an E2. Oh my! It's a dribbler. Look at this on a 5'9", 12 E3. Oh, wait a minute. I read that wrong. I double check. So sorry. It's going to be a clean WG with 2 outs. But with runners on base, it's a wild pitch. And a run will score. Oh my, a wild pitch by Jeff James. Scoring Banks and scoring Santo, and Banks comes to third. A wild one, uncorked by Jeff James. It got away from Ryan. And that was with 2 outs. Now makes it a 3-2 ball game, and Banks on third with Hickman at the plate. Hickman is 0 for 2. Clutch situation here. James. And the pitch. 6-10. Grounds to short X. Money. 327. E27, 612, 14. And he throws him out, and the side is retired. But 1 run on a wild pitch uncorked by Jeff James with runners on second and third. In the middle of the 5th, it's a 3-2 ball game. Here's Dick Selma now. Trying to keep the Cubs in this ball game. Tony Taylor, 2 for 2 today. Steps in. Let's get a little more coffee here. Oh, Lord Christ. Okay, Selma is ready. Top of the order. Taylor, 2 for 2. Here's the pitch. 3-4 right-handed. And that is a base hit for Taylor, his 3rd of the ball game. Taylor hitting. He's a 1-10 stealing being held. Not being held. And here's Johnny Briggs. Selma from the stretch. 1-8, right-handed, struck him out. 4th strikeout for Selma. And now Dick Allen. 6-4 right-handed, catcher X. That'll be for Hundley, a 1-3. It's popped up. 16, 316. Oh, he drops it. Oh, my. It was a POE1. A lot of errors here today. A drop pop-up by Randy Hundley, of all people. Taylor will go to second. Third error for the Cubs. First and second, one out. Here's Callison. Oh. Selma from the stretch. 2-5, right-handed, walked him. The bases are full. Still only one out for DJ Johnson. There's action in the Cubs bullpen. That's 4-6, right-handed, struck him out. That's the fifth for Selma, a big one. And now Larry Heisel in a clutch situation here. The wind is swirling in Philly indeed, Bill. Good observation. Heisel 1 for 2. The base is full. Selma and the pitch, that counts. That's a 5-8 right-handed, and he struck him out. So he struck out the side. He loaded the bases too. And all three were left on. We've gone 5. It's a 3-2 ball game now. Wait for it, folks, please. Wait for this. Again, I handicap myself. I read it, and then I type it. Reaching over. Wait for it now. He was the first man to have worn all 4 uniforms for all 4 old New York teams: Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, and Giants. Wow. Wow. Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, and Giants. Oh. I got it. Me and Bill. Me and Bill. You know your stuff, Bill. It's a good question. I wonder, you say he was the first. I'm wondering who else. Thank you, Kathy Harden. Yeah, me too, Bill. I had to think about that. And that's good. These questions get you thinking. But now I'm thinking, who else? She says the first. It's a 3-2 ball game. We've got excellent questions by Kathy Harden, trivia questions related to baseball and also history and culture. She sometimes looks, she had the OPEC question last time. Heading to the top of the 6th, Jeff James. He's been in trouble every inning. This will be his 6th. And here's Randy Hundley, who homered in the 4th. Here's James now. And the pitch to Hundley. That's 2-6, right-handed, popped it up to second for Taylor, 1 down. Here's Oscar Gamble. 3-9, right-handed, hit well by Gamble. Going back to his Briggs and left. At the warning track, he makes the catch, 2 outs. A long shot by Gamble. And Dick Selma, the pitcher, comes up. Both pitchers' first endurance would be next inning, the 7th. Selma 0 for 2, struck out twice. Here's James. That's 4-9, right-handed, fly ball center for Heisel, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 for James. James with a juicy 5.40 ERA in real world is holding the Cubs, and this time now he has a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the 6th here. Dick Selma will face the bottom third of the order. 7th inning stretch calls for 2 questions. Indeed it does. Indeed it does, Kathy Harden. We'll have a little break during the 7th inning stretch and enjoy a couple questions. Here's Selma now. The pitch to Ryan. That's 1-9 right-handed, chops it to Beckert at second, and he throws to Banks, 1 away. Here's Don Money. Money 0 for 2, reached on an error in the 4th, and he was doubled up. 5-6 right-handed, struck him out. And that's number 7 for Dick Selma. A good strikeout pitcher, good ratio. And James is coming up. He only pitched 2 years in Major League Baseball. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm talking about James. I am so sorry. This is James. Oh, here's the pitch from Selma. That's a 1-7, struck him out, and that'll be the 8th strikeout for Dick Selma. It's a close ball game, 3-2. We're heading to the top of the 7th. Both pitchers 1-2-3 innings in the 6th. Here's Jeff James in his first endurance inning. Both the Phillies bullpen is well rested, but there is action now. It's Bill Wilson, the right-hander, warming up. Top of the order for the Cubs. Kessinger leads it off. He's 1 for 3. Switch hitter. Batting left against James. Here's James, the windup and the pitch. 3-6 right-handed. And that is a liner to first, caught by Dick Allen. Nice catch by Dick Allen for the first out. Here's Glenn Beckert now. Lord. We got some free games. Oh, not today. Okay, Beckert 1 for 2, sacrifice bunt, struck out, and singled. Here's James. Pitch to Beckert, 2-6 right-handed, base hit, his second of the ball game. Beckert the tying run on first now. And Billy Williams 0 for 3, flew to left, reached on an error, and reached on a force. Beckert with a short lead off first, 1 out, James. Pitch to Williams. That's 4-4, left-handed, grounds to third X. DJ Johnson 4-5. Will it be another error? 16-4. G2. This is with one out. Johnson E5, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be a clean G2 with a runner on first. This could be 2. No, they force Beckert. Johnson forces Beckert. And it's Williams on first with 2 down. And Ron Santo is the batter. He can put the Cubs ahead with one swing of his bat. Here's James now. Santo has walked twice and singled. The pitch from James. 2-2. That's a fly to center. This should end the inning. It's Heisel under it. He makes the catch. And the side is retired. No runs for the Cubs. 1 hit, 1 left. It's the 7th inning stretch, and it's 3-2 Phillies. Now we have double fun here. Wait for it now. Wait for it now. Here it is. Who was the first player to be voted Rookie of the Year and MVP? Wait a minute. Who was the first player to be voted Rookie of the Year and MVP? I thought it was Vita Blue in 71, Kathy Harden. You sure about that, Kathy? I thought it was Vita. Could be wrong. I thought I just read that yesterday.
Searching for music for your next video.
Okay. I remember Freddie Lynn, but... Oh, he wasn't a rookie. Okay. Okay. There. I guess, yeah, in 70, he had too many innings. Great call by Bill Ivamy. Stand by, folks, for the second question. You know your baseball, Bill. You really do. Trail and Dale also got it. Good call, Trail and Dale. See, we get engagement here, Kathy. It's 3-2 Phillies, middle of the 7th. And we're waiting for the second question. We double dip here. Your brain is full of useless. Well, I wouldn't call it, I'm sorry to be so concrete, but I wouldn't call it useless if we enjoy sharing information. But I know what you mean. Here's the next one. What color does litmus paper turn when it comes in contact with acid? Lord. Oh, Lord, that one's from left field, Kathy Harden. What color does litmus paper turn when it comes in contact with an acid? Huh. Ah, Lord. It's a litmus test. Trailendale says pink. How about black? Red. Okay. See how much we live and learn. Thank you, Kathy Harden. I don't know where you get these. Got the last cup here. And this one is to the last drop. That doesn't always happen. Thank you very much. That's a good question. What is litmus paper? That's another question. You see how the question provokes even better questions. What is litmus paper? You know, because I'm sick and tired of being ashamed of what I don't know. I admit it, I don't know what litmus paper is. Great question for Kathy Harden. Maybe we'll get another one before this game is out or after. Yeah, we're heading to the bottom of the seventh. Jeff James, he retired the side in order. This will be his first endurance inning. He's gone all the way. Selma has gone all the way. It's 3-2 Phillies. Top of the order, Tony Taylor, 3 for 3 today off. I'm sorry, it's Selma. Oh, this is Selma's first endurance inning. So sorry. Yeah. All right, Taylor steps in here to lead off the bottom of the seventh. Here's Selma. And that's 3-8 right-handed. Base hit for Taylor. He's 4 for 4. Tony Taylor is hot. He just got his 4th hit. He's 4 for 4 today. 3-8. Taylor on first, nobody out. Johnny Briggs, the batter. Being held 1-7. My goodness. Here's Briggs now. 6-7 left-handed. Grounds to second X. This could be 2. Beckert. 230. G1. Oh, he boots it. Lord, a G1, E1. That is the 4th error for the Cubs today. That's the 2nd error today by Beckert. Lord. And it's 1st and 2nd, no outs for Dick Allen. And there's action in the Cubs bullpen. Ken Johnson, Abernathy, and Nye pitched last game. It's Hank Aguirre, left-hander, warming, along with Phil Reagan, the right-hander. Here's Allen now. Allen 0 for 2, had a sacrifice fly to bring in a run, reached on an error by Hundley. It was a drop pop-up. Here's Selma now. Pitch to Allen. That's 2-7. Right-handed, struck him out. That's the 9th for Dick Selma. Now Johnny Callison. Next question will be after this inning. Here's Selma. 4-4, left-handed, grounds to short axe for Kessinger. Maybe this could be 221. Yeah, he's a good strikeout pitcher. 3-2. It's a G3, no one held. Infield back. 4-7-8. Don't tell me it's another error. No, it's going to be a clean G3. First and second, and the runners will advance. So it's 2 out, second and third, and Darren Johnson comes up in a clutch situation. Selma, good strikeout ratio, real world 181 in 191. Here's DJ now. 5-5 right-handed, and he struck him out. That's number 10 for Dick Selma, and he gets out of it. And we'll have another question here. We've gone 8-7. It's still 3-2. This is the only franchise with 3 World Series, each one representing a different city. Lord. World Series win? Lord. God, that's tough. God, that's such a good question. We go Rangers, Kathy Harden. It would be the Washington Senators. Minnesota Twins. And now the Texas Rangers. Oh, no. That was wrong. Looks like Trailendale got it. Yeah, Boston Braves, Milwaukee Braves, Atlanta Braves. Yeah. And Bill Ivamy comes in first, and then Trail and Dale coming in a minute later. Yeah, great question. Wow. Part of the facade of the stadium where the Boston Braves played when I lived in Boston in the mid 70s, early 80s, it was still there, just part of the facade, and it was on Boston University property. Great question, Kathy Harden. Great question. And we're going to head to the thank you, Trailendale. Top of the 8th, Jeff James has gone all the way. He's got full endurance. It's going to be Banks leading it off. It's 3-2 Phillies. Here's James now. Pitch to Banks. That's 3-4, and he flies it to left field for Briggs, 1 down. Now Jim Hickman, always dangerous. Got real good power. Here's James now. He gets the sign from Ryan. That's 2-8, and that's going to be a drive to center. Heisel running in center to make the catch. 2 outs. Oh, my. What a game. A 2-8 right-handed caught by Larry Heisel out in center. Second very good catch in the ball game. And here's Randy Hundley, who homered in the 4th. Here's James now. That's 2-7, right-handed, fly ball center to Heisel again. And he makes the catch. It's a 1-2-3 for James. And boy, is he pitching great. Here's a guy who only had 2 years in Major League Baseball. And he is holding the Cubs in a 3-2 lead. Now Dick Selma, he's pitched pretty well himself. 3 runs in the first allowed and 10 strikeouts. Heisel leads it off. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be Gamble. We assume a pinch hitter for Selma if he makes it through this inning, or whoever is in that position. Yeah, it is hard to, you worded it fine. You worded it perfectly. Here's Heisel now, and then it'll be Kessinger. The pitch from Selma. 5-8, right-handed, struck him out, number 11. Now Mike Ryan. Here's Selma. The windup and the pitch to Ryan. 5-12, right-handed, grounds to first, X Banks. Banks, 2-4. G3, E4, 6-11-14. And he boots it. Oh my, that's the 5th error today for the Cubs. Do they even deserve to win? It happens. It could easily happen in real world. Ryan is on first now with 1 out. Here's money. Here's Selma. The pitch to Money, 4-11, right-handed. Grounds to short, Kessinger. To Beckert. Over to Banks, and the side is retired. We're heading to the top of the 9th. This will be it. Jeff James has gone all the frickin' way. He has good endurance. Willie Smith. Bill Ivamy calling for Willie Smith. We'll check it out. Good suggestion. Here's Gamble now. The pitch, 4-3, left-handed, fly ball right X. That's Callison, 2-4. Seven-2, F2, E4, 6-8-9, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Let's see who Leo DeRocha is sending up to hit for Selma, who pitched 8 innings. He's the loser thus far. 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. He walked 3, struck out 11, and allowed 3 runs. Let's see if who it's going to be. Bill Ivamy. Hoping to see Willie Smith, and it is Willie Smith, the left-handed hitter. Willie Smith coming up here, and he has power. Willie Smith pinch hitting for Dick Selma here in the top of the ninth. James has been so tough. Here's James now. The pitch to Smith, 4-11 left-handed, grounds it to second. Taylor has it, and he throws to Dick Allen. That's 2 outs. And Don Kessinger. James 1 out away from a complete game win, and what a game. Probably the best game of his career. Kessinger 1 for 4. Here's James. The windup and the pitch to Kessinger. That's 3-10 right-handed, chops it to second. Taylor throws to Dick Allen, and the ball game is over, and the Phillies take both games of this 2-game series. The final in this one, Phillies 3, Cubs 2. Tough loss for the Cubs and Dick Selma. James got the win, his first of the year. He went all the way, 9 innings, 7 hits. He walked 2, struck out 5. Allowed 2 runs. Selma gets the loss. Both pitchers pitch good ball. Phillies 3 runs, 6 hits, 2 errors. Cubs 2 runs, 7 hits, out hitting and losing, and 5 errors. I give the star of the game to Jeff James. A great pitching performance. Folks, our final game of this date, September 11, is the New York Yankees at the Washington Senators. Second of a 2-game series. It'll be Stan Bonson for the Yankees. Ronnie Blomberg started in left field in this game, so I assume Jim Hannon, the starter for the Senators, is a right-hander. And we have, I believe I have Blomberg on a electronic card. He wasn't carded, so I'll look for that and keep him in the lineup. Stay strong, everybody. Kathy Harden, great questions. Please continue doing it at your willingness. Stay strong, everybody, and I'll catch you all next time, okay? I'll catch you all later.